everything in the team has a like a super small tracker on there, so they know where everything is. Today we talk about NTT. Do you know NTT? NTT? What does NTT stands for? NTT is a super big multinational. It's based in Japan. It's a sponsor of a lot of sports. It's one of the main sponsors of the Tour de France, but also of the Olympic Games and also of our team. NTT is a data company, and what does data has to do with cycling? A lot nowadays. They help us a lot with getting all the different data we have as a cyclist and combine it to one platform. They developed a cool application for us. I will quickly show you the application. So it's called the Fila app. We have to do it in the morning and in the evening. Let's say for today, where you're traveling today, know how I felt today, somewhere around, about here, general level of stress. It's Corona, so I don't have stress. How was my diet today? Let's say something like this. I was training. Before training I felt already fatigued. During today's training I felt like this. The satisfaction of nothing special happened today, but we have something like this going on every morning and every night. It's also connected to our heart rate. Garmin wearable, because it's measuring the heart rate. Let me quickly show you the morning routine, because it's quite interesting. As you can see, it's ask where you're sleeping, what was your sleep quality, and then we have to say what time we went to bed, what time we wake up in the morning. Some things like this we can add a special note. If you have an injury, if you are sick, if we cannot train because I'm injured, or no, the weather is too bad, the cyclist that is using this as an excuse, maybe he's not a professional anymore the year after. I cannot imagine. I always used yes, because I always train as my coach wants me to do. And then this is all connected to the ARC.
Arc of Noah.
Lumin Sports ARC.
What's your password?
I can't say, sorry. The frequent viewers of the channel, they know why we were joking about my passport. And now we are in the ARC. It's super interesting. This is combining everything about me in this platform, and it's different. Like I have this view, the coaches have another view, the sports directors, they all have a personalized view, and it's all the data that's put in by me, by the doctors of the team, by the coaches of the team, and it's all combined. This is real data analysis for sports people. We have my weight is also in here. This is with my Garmin index scales that is connected with Bluetooth. It pops up in here. Super interesting. As it say now, I'm low risk of getting sick because I'm not overtraining at this point. I'm approaching to my optimal performance level, which is good because I will have a big test next week coming up. As you can see over here, we have the index of what I fill in the Fila app in the morning. These arrows are what I filled in today. The center is like what I am at in the baseline, what I'm at the last 6 months, and this orange part is what I have filled in the last week. So today I was less motivated than average last week. It's kind of interesting. I don't have injuries. As you can see, my sleep. This is super interesting because you see all these small spikes. In my sleeping heart rate, we have the average heart rate overnight, we have the minimum heart rate, we have the deviation from the minimum heart rate. As you can see, these small spikes is always when I have a trigger night, when I go back in my altitude tent for one night to increase or to give extra length to the effect of the Everest camp I did. Watch to the previous videos to know more about my Everest camp. It's all interesting data, of course. What we have, we only have 3. We use the sum of 7. This is like real old school, you would say, but it's easy to do at races. The doctor, they always have the how you call this, to measure the skin folds, the tang to measure the skin folds, and they put it in here, and then you can see your history. I'm just in the team since 2020, so I have a short history. But this will pop up in here, and of course that's interesting. This is it's combined to your body weight at those certain points.
Dropkick.
This is what you would say like the performance
management chart
in software like we know Training Peaks. As you can see clearly, this was the Giro last year. You can see I had some big weeks lately. This was Paris-Nice over here. It's all super interesting, and also everything is saved. Like even if you have the slightest feeling of getting an injury, you should tell it in the arc. I was in Namibia. I had some small knee pain. I just put it in there. It only took 2 days and it was over. I had my psoas were a bit tight. I also put it in there. So we can easily go back when you see something is coming back. When did it start? Stuff like that. And then also when you have races, it's quite interesting to we have to fill in after the race how I think the team was working together, and everybody has to do it, and I have to say how I think I was working for the team, and then you can see nice averages. You can see that maybe at one point you thought the team was working super well together, but you were the only one. Then there might be something wrong in the communication. The hang solution is quite a cool thing. Maybe we will come back on this later on. This is connected to the Garmin scales. We jump on the scale in the morning we have breakfast, we jump on the scale pre-race, we race, and then after the race we jump again on the scale, and we have to fill in what we have for drinks at breakfast, what we eat for breakfast. We have to fill in what we drink in the race, what we eat in the race. After the race it will say what you lost, how many you will have to drink extra to be hydrated, and also it will say what you will still have to eat after the race. It's quite interesting, and the cool thing about this that it's all combined on this one platform, which makes it super easy. You can also watch it on the cell phone, but it's cooler because it's quite a big platform. It's better to look at it on a desktop. But it is really cool that we have a data company that seems like it has nothing to do with cycling, but they are really helping us out really well with the team. We have more data sponsors. What's in the back of my neck?
Alcatel Lucent Enterprise.
Yeah, we have Alcatel Lucent Enterprise. Also sponsoring the team. They provide us with Rainbow. It's like a super cool platform for communication. It's super safe, and it's super useful to do conference calls. We also use it in the online racing to have a conference call going on during the race. During the race we also see the how you see, not our own rider in the race, but you see the big race going on, what's streamed on television. It's super interesting to have a team that is working together with data sponsors. Cool thing. Also a cool thing about Alcatel Lucent Enterprise is everything in the team has a super small tracker on there, so they know where everything is. They know when it leaves service course, when it's coming back to service course, when something is going in a truck that is going to Paris and another truck is going to Tirreno Adriatico. They can know exactly where are if there's a disc wheel missing, where is this disc wheel. This is quite handy because I've been in other professional teams and it's super hard to manage all the stuff that is at service course normally, to manage everything that it's not getting sold by riders. To manage everything that it's not lost in general.
It's like a GPS tracker, so when it gets stolen they know it, or just like a scan tracker?
No, it's more like a scan tracker because it has to be light also.
Yeah.
It's more like when it passes, when it goes in and out service course, when it goes in and out the truck, they know what happens, and that's real cool. So they also know exactly how many chains they have in a truck, how many shoe cleats they have in there, how many. So it's really easy for them. They don't have to count anything. They just know we have to put in 5 more chainring bolts and 39 inner chainring, and this truck is ready to go for the next race.
Right. Say thank you to Victor. Thank you, Victor.